Right then, this is a walk around video, and this is for a really exceptional car, it has to be said. This is unexceptional in the fact that it's simply a Honda CR-V 2-litre ES manual, 2009 with 78,000 miles. But what is more remarkable though is just the condition of the car. It's been beautifully looked after. The video cannot and will not do justice to it really. It's not to say it's perfect, it isn't, but it is probably the best of its age in the country. It's absolutely amazing. Front of the car, completely clean, lights, lenses, no cracks in those at all. Bonnet of the car is unbelievably clean, as I said, hardly a stone chip anywhere on there. There will be the odd, very light one. Near side of the vehicle, indentation free, but the car has been washed off. No polish put on it at all. It's, as you see it, near side front alloy, no marks, no scrapings, and that's the one that takes all the damage normally. But the paint has a lustre which you just wouldn't expect on this age and mileage car. Near side rear alloy, again, completely unmarked. Going around the back of the vehicle. Again, bumper corners, the ones that take the little scuffs, nothing there. Tailgate, no marks on it. Off side of the vehicle, as with the near side, is just unbelievably clean. It really is. This isn't going to be the cheapest CR-V, and rightly so. You know, we all pay for what we get, including myself. Off side rear alloy, lovely condition there. Final alloy, again absolutely unmarked. I mean, the exterior, as I said, there will be somewhere on it and there'll be microscopic some marks, but you have to be a very hard individual indeed to sort of criticise that. That is absolutely beautiful. And if the exterior was good, then the interior, if anything, is even better. What's lovely to see, you've got the full complement of parcel shelf, middle shelf. It's also got a load liner fitted in here. Try not to shake the camera too much. Basically means the carpeted areas underneath look absolutely as new. And the back of CR-Vs, even ones a few years old, can look very tired with use, but there's virtually nothing on there at all. It's coming into the back now, and this is the Achilles heel of every single SUV and people carrying all sort of that type of vehicle, and yet the seats and the video makes them look sort of slightly odd and light. They're not. They've just got a kind of a freshness, almost a factory freshness to them, which cleaning can't give you. They'll always make them still look slightly old, but amazing. Rubberized mats in here going over the top of carpeted interior mats as well to keep that all in lovely condition. It's coming to the front, passenger side, continues the theme. It's absolutely superb. Passenger seat there, been given minimal use. So finally coming on the driver's side, door card again, very good condition. Footwell area is wonderfully clean. And the driver's seat, this is one which is going to take all of the wear and shows virtually nothing at all. So inside the car now, dashboard's illuminated so it can be seen illuminated. And again, just in remarkable condition. It really is. The only marks I can see of any note, I mean, they are minuscule, just there above the door, the catch, light marking, which I'm sure someone could do, but I'm trying to find anything. But it has a freshness that, as I said, the video can't really get over to you. Hopefully you can see in there, 78,441 miles. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's running. Sorry, wobbling the camera slightly there. But a quite astonishing vehicle. So finally, just to show you owner's manual pack and locking wheel nut sets here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre ES manual. This particular car is registered BN09NWP and mileage 78,434. The reason we do the road test sections of our videos is very simple indeed. We want to ensure that if anyone is looking at any of our cars online, they get to see the cars we're advertising actually in operation. And the reason we feel that's important is because we know to our cost just how frustrating it can be to go and see a car which can look perfectly good, but when you get there, find out it's got a fundamental issue that shows up when you drive the car. So hence, that's why we do it. We also do it on these very quiet country roads, very close to our premises, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take prospective buyers on. And again, the reason is so hopefully it'll be representative of what you feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. Hopefully, by the time you get to see this video, I will have added to it the walk around section, which should come before this. This is a quite exceptional car, as I mentioned. Having said that, it'll all be fine and dandy if the exterior and the interior, as lovely as they are, were wasted on a car that didn't drive very well. But this just continues the amazing theme of this car, really. Drives absolutely beautifully, and that is no exaggeration. Engine starts instantly and settles to completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all, and the temperature gauge on the car is running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. The engines are simply fantastic. It's everything you'd expect from the greatest builder of internal combustion engines in the world, especially four-cylinder ones. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's refined. They are incredibly long-lasting and reliable. Timing chain driven, no cam belts to worry about on them, but a masterpiece of engineering. I'm talking mass production, and yet to have the kind of the reliability and longevity that they give you, as I said, is far, far, far better than anything else in its class. But they're also a lovely engine to use day in, day out. It's just so flexible and easy to drive, easy on the ear. Everything about it is just so pleasant. Engine then feeds through clutch into gearbox. Clutch on the car, absolutely perfect. Bite point, exactly where it's meant to be. And it's lovely and smooth in actuation. Gearbox, again, just absolutely fantastic. 6-speed gearbox. It feels as though it goes straight into a gearbox underneath, which of course it doesn't. It goes to the gearbox underneath the bonnet via cables, and yet you'd swear blind that was directly into a gearbox underneath, because it just feels so precise, meaty, accurate, just engineered. That's the best description I can give it. It just feels so good to use. Honda put a lot of effort into these. They don't make them kind of lightweight, vague. And this is sort of has a sort of, very distinct action. You are actually selecting a gear, and they do it deliberately to make it feel like that. And that feels absolutely as new. There's virtually no movement in it at all. It's wonderful. Steering of the car, again, just lovely, beautifully weighted. Makes the car feel really solid and secure on the road. Track's absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations at this speed, or any speed up to the legal limit. But it's very hard to get across in the video sometimes just how tight and fresh a car feels. You will have heard from many, many, many garages that the car drives like new. The car, and it's a cliche because maybe they did, but this really does. It just feels so tight. Everything about it it's just incredible. It certainly belies the age of the car. And is testament to Honda's build quality, but it's a lovely power steering system. Chassis of the car, again, what I'm looking out for on road test is any kind of noises coming from underneath the vehicle. It shouldn't be there, kind of clatterings or knocking noises, a bit of wear and tear, and again, absolutely nothing, and it gives you this very compliant, comfortable ride, and yet it flows through corners brilliantly well. Very, very much, unappreciated for just how good the chassis is on these cars, because it's not pretending to be a sports car, far from it. It's just a damn good people mover and SUV, for want of a better expression. Worth pointing out that the car will be heading off hopefully tomorrow or next day for a brand new independent MOT. Not that I'd imagine that it'd need much, if anything at all. It's so it just feels too tight for that. Just going to swing around here and just get up to speed. I'm going to give the brakes a bit of a thump as well. legal limit. I'm just going to give it a nice thump. So bear with me. There's a really good brake pedal on the car. What I'm looking for particularly is on that first press of the pedal, is there any kind of vibrations or pulsing particularly coming back through the pedal? There's nothing at all. It feels absolutely as solid as a rock and pulls up beautifully. So coming inside, I mean, as you know, it's just fantastic condition in here and beautifully put together. I mean, this is where Honda just excel. I mean, this is a 12-year-old car, and it just, there's no squeaks, no rattles, nothing, and it's just the condition in here is just absolutely fantastic. They've got a nice big easy to use radio, with contrast to sort of modern systems where you've got to go into press buttons and wiggle mouse about to sort of the mouse pads rather. Air conditioning is pumping out absolutely ice cold air, and no doubt helped by the fact that she's only just had fitted a brand new air conditioning compressor to the car, so didn't want to sell the car with any faults, and fair play to her, just a wonderful lady. Dash binnacle in front, beautifully presented, typical old school Honda. Big, simple, symmetrical dials, give you information instantly, all working exactly as it should. A leather bound steering wheel which feels like new to hold, and is just perfect in diameter in operation as well. This is a four-wheel drive CR-V. There are no buttons to press for the four-wheel drive system on them, because Honda worked out very quickly that most of its customers would be doing as I am today, driving in perfectly good conditions. So there's absolutely no point in having four-wheel drive chundering away, because the problem with permanent four-wheel drive is it's on permanently, so it's going to use more fuel, it's definitely going to get through its tyres more quickly and put more mechanical stress through the car. Should this car need to go to four-wheel drive, so it does it seamlessly and instantly. If you hit some snow or ice or mud and front wheels start to lose grip, just brings in the rear wheels beautifully, and once it's not required, it just turns itself off. It's as simple as that, and its lack of use gives it its reliability, because we've been selling these things for, or Honda's using this four-wheel drive system for nearly 3 decades now, and not so much as put a spanner on any of them, so it is a tough one indeed. As I said at the start of the video, it's brief, but I love getting in cars like this. Even Honda's age, even Honda's wear, even Honda's, but then you get ones which have been looked after, like this one's been looked after, and it is to the credit of the people that have owned it previously, of which there's only been 2 people have owned this car. The lady and the son that came to see me, who part exchanged this for their new one, just genuinely lovely people, and I mean that sincerely, in every way, as human beings as much as anything else. And what they've done with this car and how they've kept it is infinitely better than most people would keep a car, because they've cherished it. So it's to their credit, not me at all, that this car drives as beautifully as it does, because I can find no fault driving the car at all.